Have you ever bought something convinced that you needed it, only for it to sit in a cupboard and collect dust? I'm sure you had good intentions. I mean, we all do. In fact, I think all of us have done this. Or maybe you've opened up your bank account and thought, wow, where exactly did all my money go? You see, most people don't have a spending problem, they have a pause problem. I want to discuss a tiny habit that has saved me a fortune. Not only has it saved me money, but it saved me mind, body, and soul, you might say. And honestly, I believe it could help you. It could save you thousands of dollars as well. And the crazy part takes less than 10 seconds. You will no longer be an impulse consumer, you'll be an intentional consumer. Now, I must admit, I've never been a huge spender, but I can remember sometimes that I have bought things that I actually don't use. Sometimes it's peer pressure. Everyone's buying a drink and you don't buy that drink. You feel a bit like the odd one out. Although that's never really bothered me. I'm happy to be the odd one out. They don't like the nasturtiums on top. They want the grain. They want the instant gratification too. We've got 5 new chickens and we already had 3, but we have to keep them locked up so that they know where their home is. They've already broken an egg, so that's a bit annoying. But I'm sure they'll be friends soon. I mean, think of a purchase. Say you were waiting at the grocery line and you saw a charger. And the other day you went looking for a charger, but you couldn't find one, so you bought another charger. Although when you got home, you realised that you had several chargers, they were just in the garage. Maybe your friend was wearing a jacket at a party and you thought, wow, that looks amazing. So the other day when you were out shopping, you saw the same jacket and you were like, wow, I'm getting it. It looks so amazing on my friend. It's going to make me look incredible. So you buy this jacket, you get it home, only to realise it doesn't really suit your body type. Or maybe it's too hot and made of synthetic fibres, so you don't actually wear it often because you sweat in it and it's not very comfortable. Another novelty mug, you know, the one with that little phrase that's so in or so appealing to you, so you buy it because you're definitely going to use it all the time. And then you get it home and it goes to the back of the cupboard and you hardly ever use it. In fact, it clutters up your cupboard because now you have too many cups. Most of us believe that we buy things because we need them. Reality is, most purchases are actually because of an emotion. We begin with a feeling. Let's look at a few examples. We're bored, so what do? We're finished work, we have nothing to do, so we go to the shops just for a look, as if that's an actual activity, just to go and look in the shops. We all know no one ever just window shops. You always find something that it is that you want or need to buy. Just scroll through Amazon while sitting on the couch because, well, we're bored. We sign up to another streaming service like Netflix or Disney or Prime because, well, we're bored with what we've been watching. The purchase isn't curing the problem, simply filling time. What about when we're lonely? We buy a new outfit hoping it will change our confidence and we'll feel more confident when going out and then we'll have more social connections. We order takeaway because, I mean, cooking for one, it's not that appealing, is it? The old classic, we buy ourselves chocolates, ice cream, sit down on the couch and have a little veg because these things will fill our void of loneliness. The purchase isn't solving our loneliness problem, it's trying to create connection or distraction. We're stressed. What do? Well, we stop for a coffee, an expensive coffee, because, hey, the more expensive the better, because I need to justify this purchase because I am so stressed. Maybe I buy some new shoes because, hey, I deserve a reward. Or maybe I sign up to that de-stress app because I'm clearly stressed, so I need something that's gonna de-stress me. But once again, we didn't get to the root cause. I mean, if you don't have much money and now you've gone and bought an expensive coffee, was that really a solution? Because I feel like it's adding to the stress. And if you've signed up to this platform that you're going to do all this work to de-stress yourself, Well, are you going to be more stressed now because you've got the pressure on yourself that you're trying to de-stress? And then there's the old, we're celebrating, it's your birthday, it's an anniversary, it's the end of an era. Oh, I achieved this level, I finished my assignment, yay. So what do? I go and celebrate. Celebrate in our minds, in the consumer-driven mind, means spend money. Maybe we're tired, and when we're tired, we don't have the energy to think, we don't have the energy to do anything. So rather than going to, say, the grocery market for a cheaper item, you just swing by the convenience petrol station and grab a takeaway meal or maybe some packaged convenience ultra processed food because it's easy, although it's very expensive in this store as opposed to a general grocery store. You just don't have the energy to think about that. What about when we're feeling anxious? Maybe we buy another organizing app. Maybe we buy some more organizing drawers because surely if we could organize everything in our house, we would be way less anxious. Maybe we buy another face cream for our pimples because our anxiety is leading to breakouts and then we want to pick because we're so anxious. So we buy another face cream. Buying can create an illusion of control. Maybe we're wanting to buy approval, so we buy another gym outfit because we feel this would help us fit in. We buy expensive gifts because we don't want people to think we're cheap. Sometimes we're purchasing acceptance and not products. By now you're beginning to notice the pattern. Very few of these purchases begin with a need, they actually begin with an emotion. And the purchases aren't solving the problems, they're regulating the emotion. Here's the thing, you aren't weak, you're being engineered. Entire industries exist to remove thinking. One-click ordering, tap and go, buy now, pay later, same-day delivery, infinite scrolling, notifications, promotional emails, flash sales, limited time offers, and algorithms. All these things are designed to put less time between the idea of a purchase and the actual purchase. They are shortening the distance between emotion and purchase. And that brings me to the power of pause. A resourceful person doesn't react, they respond. A pause creates space. Space creates awareness. And awareness creates choice. Without a pause, your emotions decide. With a pause, your values decide. And this is where your power returns. This is where you stop living on autopilot, and this is where resourcefulness begins. You see, the pause doesn't just save you money, it saves you stress, clutter, time, energy, maintenance, decision fatigue, environmental resources, landfill, mental bandwidth, storage, cleaning, repairs, insurance, the list goes on. Why is it that us humans find nothing the hardest thing to do? Often, doing nothing is what we need to do, and yet it's the hardest thing for us to do. You need to lose weight. All you have to do is not eat. But that's hard to do. You need to save money. All you have to do is not spend. But that's hard to do. You waste hours every night scrolling. All you need to do is not scroll. But somehow we can't seem to stop ourselves. Potentially we are addicted. Potentially we like that little dopamine hit. But we're not in control when we give in to our impulses. So here's some ideas that can help you. I've got some little speed bumps for you so you can slow yourself down. In terms of spending money, why don't you try some physical speed bumps? Tie a ribbon around your bank card. This will give you awareness that, oh, actually, I'm pausing before I spend. Putting an elastic band around your card, leaving your wallet in the car when you're shopping. Take cash only to a limited amount. Freeze your credit card. This way, when you pull your card out and it's got a pretty little ribbon around it, that will remind you that you're taking a pause between spending. You're becoming aware and intentional about your spending. It's that little reminder to make sure that you're buying from intention and not from impulse. If you leave your wallet in the car and you're walking into the shops or you've prepaid for something that you're going to pick up and you see something else that you want to buy, you're going to have to go back to the car to purchase this item or get it at a later date. It's putting more time between you seeing the purchase and you making the purchase. Try some digital speed bumps. Things such as deleting shopping apps. You don't need them. Often, we never knew we needed something until someone told us we did. Turn off promotional emails. Same thing applies. And follow brands. You don't need to be told that there's a new dress or shirt out when you don't actually need a new dress or shirt. Remove tap and go from your phone. That means you physically have to get a card out. You physically have to get some cash out. That's putting more time and awareness between your want and your purchase. Disable notifications. If you've got shopping apps on your phone and you haven't deleted them, then just disable the notifications at least. Save payment details. Again, putting more time between you and the purchase. This means you would physically have to enter in your card details every time you wanted to make a purchase. Try putting time speed bumps between your purchases. Give yourself a limit. 24 hours, 48 hours, 7 days, 30 days. If you genuinely still want this item after 24 hours, 48 hours, 7 days, 30 days, then you can purchase it with confidence. But if the desire disappears, it was never really a need. And here's my pause principle. P stands for purchase. What am I trying to achieve? Do I need a new hat? Am I going to a wedding and need a new dress? Are the kids doing book week and they need a costume? A stands for alternatives. Could I rent it out? Could I buy secondhand? Can I borrow something from someone? Can I use an alternative? Maybe you've got a friend or a relative who is the same dress size as you. Maybe you can borrow a dress for the wedding. Can you rent it? My husband and I, on our honeymoon, we wanted to hire out some bikes. We couldn't take them because we had to go on an aeroplane, so we hired some. Can you share? Is there something you can share? I have shared tickets before. A group of us have had kids that go to aerial performances, and there was a couple of people who bought all tickets for all days. However, they weren't attending all days. So I attended some of the days that they didn't attend, and they attended the other days, and we split the cost. Well, actually, I didn't split the cost. They offered me the ticket, but I offered to give them the money to share the cost. So that way we paid for one ticket and got use out of it between two people. And you buy second hand. I went to a wedding in Melbourne not that long ago, and this was my outfit. The shoes, full leather, $6 from an op shop. The dress was purchased for $10, and the flower in my hair was picked on a morning walk. The earrings are the earrings I'm wearing right now, and the clutch was purchased for $2 at an op shop. This whole outfit cost me $18. And you barter. Maybe you've got pumpkins growing in your garden and somebody else has honey. So maybe you can trade. U stands for use what I have. Can I repair it? If you've seen some of my other videos, you've seen that I sewed up a dishcloth, I repaired my son's motorbike riding goggles, and I jimmied up my car that got hit by a kangaroo. Can you repurpose something? Birthdays are a classic for this one. Can you reuse the wrapping paper? Can you reuse the birthday bags? Just to wrap up another present. Maybe you've got a little basket that turns into a gift basket. Maybe an old yogurt container can be cut up into tiny little seedling labels. S stands for stretch my skills. Could I learn? Could I build? Can I create or fix something? And E stands for evaluate. Evaluate things like, is this the best use of my money? Is this the best use of my time? Is this the best use of the world's resources? Pause. If yes, buy it proudly. If no, then you've just strengthened your resourcefulness muscle. Wealth doesn't always have to start with earning more, because the reality is, for many of us, it's not going to happen that way. The cost of living continues to rise over the years, and we're either in the same place or feel further behind. I believe wealth starts with becoming harder to influence, because every time you pause, you're telling yourself, I choose. My emotion doesn't choose, advertising doesn't choose, and comparison doesn't choose. I choose. And over time, those tiny pauses become thousands of dollars. Those thousands become freedom, freedom becomes options, and options becomes a life designed intentionally, not impulsively. So the next time you're about to buy something, don't ask, can I afford this? Ask, what happens if I pause? That one question could change your financial future.